Actually feeding the information to the computer. We're telling the machine the speed and location of the ball and the speed and location of the zero on the wheel.
Yes.
The machine recognizes that and then begins to figure out what number will be underneath that ball when it drops down into the tub, and then how far will the ball travel before it lands in a slot. So it's complicated, and obviously with all of these electronics it's very risky.
Because, you know, nowadays they can tell if you're wearing electronics.
Absolutely, yeah, they're onto it.
So the only surefire way of beating a roulette wheel is to do what a computer would do, which gives you the genuine physics, the only real route into predicting it, but to do that in your head and not use a machine.
You can't just memorize with a technique. You have to actually understand the relationship between these two objects and process it on another level. You just can't apply an equation to it. It's the Holy Grail for a reason.
But it's worth it because the odds are, well, the payout is potentially huge.
Never said it would be easy.
No. No. So that's the plan, to do what the computer can do, but to do it in my head, so there's no getting caught. And also, if you do use a hidden computer, it usually allows you to get a sense of an area of the wheel where the ball is most likely to fall. But I'm going to put all the money on one single number, with odds of 35 to 1. So if I win, the payout is £175,000. But I shall be playing with money that belongs to one of you. Now, you met me, and you gave me the money, and then I made you forget giving it to me. In fact, you won't even remember that you met me. So you should all make sure you have your phones on, as I'll be calling you live on the show to let you know who you are. Hello, this is Derren. Hello, good evening. Hello, England. I'm talking to you live from somewhere in Europe. Now, to protect the identity of the casino, which is fairly close to where I am at the moment, and also to make sure that nobody can sabotage what I'm going to do, at the moment we cannot film for that reason. However, we will be able to soon, and shortly I will be calling one of you to let you know that I have £5,000 of your money, so please make sure you have your phones on you and to hand. Thank you very much. So, I don't know if any of you gamble, but hands up if you think you're someone that's sort of lucky. Hands up if you think you're a lucky person. Oh, very good. Hello, you seem, that seems quite confident. What's your name?
Richard.
Richard, nice to meet you. Richard, loud voice, clear voice. Come and stand there for me, Richard. Great. Now, the way he stands up, also hands a little behind his back, very kind of open gesture. Somebody fairly confident, fairly outgoing. Lucky Richard. Excellent. And as Richard will know, people that are lucky call themselves lucky, people that just take more opportunities in life. You create your own luck. You do more things, you say yes to more things, nicer things happen to you. On the other hand, then, who would say they're probably quite an unlucky person? Anybody would consider themselves fairly unlucky? That sort of immediate hand only comes halfway up, immediately more timid. What's your name? Maz. Look at the way she walks, shoulders down, very different. I've become here. None of the confidence we had with Richard. Sorry about that, but that's just simply how it is. You're what sort of sociologists would probably refer to as a Class C personality, which is what I suppose we think of as, I suppose a loser would be the word that we'd use. So, with that in mind, let me explain the game. Very simple game. 2 matchboxes. One matchbox contains £20. The other matchbox contains nothing. It's empty. I'm not going to touch them. It's a very simple game. I will give you 2 chances each to either stick or switch. All right? 2 chances each to stick or switch, and you kind of leave them as they are, or switch them around and give them to the other person. However, at the end of this game, you're a lucky guy. You will create your own luck. You will win this game. You will end up with the £20. You, on the other hand, are going to end up with the empty box. You've gone through life losing, and that's not about to change tonight. I'll start with you, then you won't make the final choice. You can't be accused of knowing anything here that's going on that you shouldn't. We haven't spoken before. I haven't given you any clues as to which match. Actually, what I will do is just mark one of them, just for my own clarity. That's just so I can keep track of which is which. Don't let that influence you. That's just a little cross there on that one there. Good. Okay, Richard. You're going to stick or are you going to switch?
I'm going to stick.
He's going to stick. Look at that. Calm, confident, in control. Doesn't need to worry things aren't in the right place. He leaves them as they are. Excellent.
Yep.
All right. You can do the same. Are you going to stick or are you going to switch? You stick. Oh, she has to copy, you see. She has to sort of copy. Can't think for herself. All right. Okay, she's sticking. So you're both stuck so far. You have another chance. Are you going to stick or are you going to switch?
I'll stick again.
Good. So you're still sticking.
Yep.
Good. So what are you going to do? You're going to stick as well or are you going to switch?
I'm going to switch.
You're going to switch. Go on then. She switched them around on the last one. Okay, now I'm going to give you one more instruction, but before that, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to either leave them as they are, or, if you wish, one of you can switch them again. I don't mind. I'll give you 10 seconds from now. Oh, it's 10 seconds. Not tempted? Well, I said you would win this game. I said you'd create your own luck. I said you'd lose. I said it's one of life's tragedies. You would lose this game. Do you want to open yours first? Congratulations. No, congratulations. Open it up. Of course, you've won the £20 because you are one of a round of... That's empty. Oh, that hasn't worked. Would you open yours for me? I have to say that Baz has won the £20. Hold it just there for 1 second. Before you applaud, don't move a muscle. I did say there was one more instruction. There's actually something written on the note. Could you open it up? This is your final instruction. And can you read out what it says in there? If you just read it out nice and clearly, then we'll turn it so the camera can see. Right from the top? From the top, can you read that out?
Your final instruction, hand this to the other person.
Yes, which turns out to be the other person, turns out to be Richard, so hand that across. Congratulations, Richard. You're a lucky guy. Well done. Richard, ladies and gentlemen, I'll let you head back. And Baz, everybody. Thank you very much. Now, as people at home are watching this, I'm actually in a secret location somewhere in mainland Europe, and later on you're going to see me put £5,000 on a single number on a roulette wheel and hopefully win £175,000. But, listen carefully, the money I'll be betting with won't be mine. I stole it from one of you watching the show, and right now you don't know that I've got £5,000 of your money. Here's what I did. I met you, I made you give me the money, and then I made you forget that we'd met. So you'll be absolutely convinced at this point that it couldn't possibly be you. Now, I will call you in a few minutes, but before I do, let me show you the skills involved in cheating the roulette wheel. To start, we headed to a motorway and did this. I need to test my ability to estimate the speed of moving objects with great accuracy, so I enlisted the help of Mark Foster from the Sussex Police Force. Hi, Mark. Hi. Got your gun? Yep. I've also invited a special guest to witness this experiment, the world-famous jive-talking car fanatic, Timothy Westwood. Nice to meet you, Jack. Very nice to meet you. Thank you very much for coming up. This is Mark. How you doing? Nice to meet you, Mark. So, Mark, will you tell us exactly how this speed gun works?
This is a laser speed detection device. It fires out a laser at an object, returns to the laser gun. That then works out time and distance to give you a speed. And you use this in your job every day? Yeah. Yes. That's what you do. Okay, well, I'm sort of using a similar process, but without the laser. I'm kind of going to be triangulating, and I'm going from, there's a tall tree over there, that sign there with Chesham on it, and the cedar, and a couple of other things that I'm kind of doing as well to get this right. But I'm going to try and tell you exactly how fast any of these cars are going. Tim, your job's going to be to pick out a car, and you can choose any car you like, and I'll try and tell you exactly how fast these cars are going. So Tim, over to you. Just pick out a car, describe it, so we know which one you're talking about, and I'll give it a go.
All right, there's a car coming, it's by the lorry, it's in the fast lane.
This one here with the...
Here it
just
comes,
crossing over, just crossing over, got it, okay. It slowed down a bit there. It was doing 50 miles an hour.
It definitely slowed down once it saw the police.
So I think by the time you were taking the readings, it would have been on 50.
Can we have a look at the laser? How did he do that? Show the camera. Unbelievable. I thought I was going like 30.
Bang on, bang on.
You're out of a job.
Yeah, I think I am.
I want to try this a different way. Just doing it by sound.
Okay.
All right? So this time, I'm not going to look. I'll have my eyes closed. What I'm going to be doing is separating the sounds of all the cars in my head into different cars. As soon as you can tell the make of the car, say what the make is, and then I'll tell you how fast that car was going.
Okay.
I'll do it with my eyes closed. You'll have your fingers on my eyes.
Okay.
Also, if you can, try and clock the registration as well, because sometimes I can get a sense of how old the car is.
Okay.
Okay, so just as before, call out the car, make sure Mark knows which one you're talking about, and then when it gets down here, someone you can tell what the make of the car is, then tell me and I'll tell you how far.